say.
37.
Oh, I didn't say that.
37 years, yeah.
Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I'm Joel Burkhalter. Most of y'all know me, but for those who don't, that's my name. Just got in the Air Force last year, and just got introduced to this by Jeff a few months ago, and so it really intrigued me and got me very interested in it, and so I've been doing a lot of reading, a lot of research in it, and I'm just getting more and more attracted to this concept and fascinated by it. So to start out with, I just wanted to cover real quick that he already covered the 5 different types of water, and so the Japanese Ministry of Health and Welfare is basically the FDA in Japan. So it is a certified medical device by basically the FDA in Japan. And it's the only machine that makes Kangen water, which means we have a patent on it, and no other company has a patent. And so our goal is to make this a global, Kangen water. We want everyone getting healthy, drinking Kangen water. So there's 3 properties of this water: antioxidation, microclustering, and alkaline. How do you say that? So I thought I knew what antioxidants meant. Whenever I was drinking it, I drink green tea and it says a lot of antioxidants on it. So I'm like, oh, that's good. I had no idea what that meant, so I just found that out. So basically, antioxidation is the rusting process. It's like what happens when you cut an apple or an avocado and you leave it out.
It's dark brown.
Exactly. So what that means is it's oxidation. That means it's rusting. Just like you see on a metal fence, that's what it is. So to put it simply, there's free radicals floating around in the air. There's free radicals in our body. And what makes a free radical is it's a highly reactive molecule that is missing an electron. And it needs an electron. So just like you see with the browning on the apple, what that is you cut it open, and then immediately it's just the air is ripping electrons out of this apple. And so it's rusting it and browning it. So that's what aging is. And so the opposite of that would be antioxidation. So what antioxidation is basically free radical scavengers. So this Kangen water produces millions of these antioxidants, or free radical scavengers. And what that means is they have an electron to donate, or numerous electrons to donate, actually. So whenever we're splitting that, we run it through an electrolysis chamber, and it splits the H2O molecule. And when that happens, it creates a hydroxyl ion, which has a negative charge, which, we're all taught to believe that negative is bad. And in terms of attitude, things like that, it is. But as far as our body goes, we need that negative electrical charge. That's what gives us energy, that gives us vitality, and that's what allows our body to repair itself and build itself back up. So in this case, negative is a very good thing. So anyway, what those negative voltage means is whenever you're drinking these free radical scavengers, they have an electron to donate. So like we just covered, oxidation or free radicals are missing an electron, so they're stealing it from your DNA, from your RNA, from your organ walls, and then that creates a free radical, and it creates this never-ending process of aging, rusting, kind of eating yourself from the inside. And so these antioxidants, what they do is they donate an electron. So to put it simply, they go around, look for free radicals, and they're like, here's an electron, chill out, and to put it simply, and so then they're diffused. Then they're not reactive anymore. You're not eating yourself from the inside, and they're diffused. And so you drink millions of these with this antioxidant water.
Anti-aging water.
Anti-aging, anti-inflammatory. So that's one of the properties of it. And just like we talked about, how it's measured is ORP. Did everyone know that our bodies all have a voltage, a charge? I just learned that not too long ago myself. So negative charge is those antioxidants, that anti-aging, anti-rusting. So I know we've all heard of vitamin C, and that actually has a negative charge. That's what gives a little boost to your immune system, you give this little boost of electrons, and you help your immune system out, tying up free radicals. And so we've all heard of green tea, that has a fairly high negative ORP, which is most of the time that's what the only thing people have heard of as far as antioxidant drinks. And one of the reasons Japan is #1 in the world in health and longevity, in addition to this water, like Jeff was saying, is they also drink all this green tea, which is another antioxidant drink. So they're anti-aging, staying young, staying healthy. I don't know if anyone's ever had cod liver oil. It's awful. And it's very high negative ORP rating, so it's very good for you, but it's also terrible to get down. And finally, the winner here is our Kangen water, running anywhere from -250 to 800, depending on your tap water or your source water. So that's, again, like I was saying, that's millions of these antioxidants that you're drinking, that you're flushing out these toxins, that you're bringing your body back into the pH that it needs to thrive and be healthy and prevent disease. And then on the other side of that is, like we talked about, oxidation. You're basically drinking these free radicals, or instigating free radicals in your body, to where it's, instead of getting electrons and building your body back up, tying up toxins, instead you're promoting that. You're putting more free radicals in your body, and you're promoting the aging process. So bottled water, distilled water, reverse osmosis water are all going to be positive 200-300. And so just promoting that rusting in your body. And then tap water is going to be at least 400. And then soda and sports drinks are off the charts, like 600-700 plus ORP. You're just drinking this poison into your body. And your body, it's so alien, your body doesn't know what to do with it. You're just drinking acid that is tying up your immune system. And this is so new. This sodas haven't been around. Our bodies are not designed to take that, to deal with it. So it takes a large toll on your immune system.
Finally, I'm going to use your external.
Yes, sir.
With water.
All right, so the next property of this water is microclustering. So, like he was saying, I want all of you to be drinking at least 3 cups of this water. And because normally when you're drinking water, you feel it, you just feel bloated. You feel it slushing around your body. I know I do some bodybuilding and doing boxing, we had to get at least our gallon of water every single day, if not more so. And it always really hard because you're just bloated, you can't really move, you're not nearly as athletic because you've got all this, you're full and it's all slushing around. And I don't know if you noticed already, if you keep drinking, you will. You can stand up, jump around, and you won't feel it. You do not feel it sitting in your stomach. You don't feel it slushing around because it's actually absorbing into your body, because the molecules are way smaller. So it's hitting your brain in 30 seconds. It's not just sitting in your stomach. So regular water molecules, tap water, bottled water, any other water, is going to have macroclustering, which means it's going to have anywhere from 15 to 25 H2O molecules clumped together. And so what that means is it's so big that you're just drinking it, and we absorb something like 17 to 20% of it. And the rest is just sitting in our stomach, and we flush it out. So getting a little scientific here, the aquaporin, which is kind of the gateway into all of your cells, it's a very small gateway, and for the most part, they're just way too big. They never can get in. They're too big for the bouncer, basically. And so they never get in, they never flush these acids out of your body, and so they just go down your esophagus and sit in your stomach. And the opposite of that is microclustering. So what the machine does is it breaks those apart into way smaller clusters of H2O molecules. And what that allows for is greater penetration, something like 600% more hydration into your body. So that's something that there is waters out there that have a really high pH, and they are good for you in some ways. However, they are not, for the most part, you can't get a lot of it because it's still those huge clusters of H2O molecules. So what this does, it allows it to actually permeate your cells. You don't feel it's in your stomach because it's absorbing into your esophagus. It's hitting your brain, it's hitting your heart, your liver, your organs. And so we have a demonstration later that will demonstrate that for you, and I will prove that to you, that this is what the water does. So our body is 75% water. Our brain's 80% water, our blood's 90% water. So why would we not, constantly be replenishing and replacing our bodies with the best water we possibly can? Next slide. And our final property of the water is alkalinity, which is, if we're all familiar with the pH scale, right? It stands for the potential of hydrogen. And so on one end is acid. This is like a very strong acid. Like 1 and 2, nothing can survive in that. That's like, you see the mad scientists with their pipes like melting metal and concrete, and that's a strong acid right here, which some of it we're drinking, we'll find out later. And on the other end is that, and nothing can survive right here. Like the only thing below that is lava. And then on the other side, we have an alkaline, which is what we all want to strive to get, and nothing can survive in all the way on here either, like 13, 14, that's too much oxygen, it's too alkaline. So there can't be too much of a good thing, just like everything else. So there's this guy that we've probably never heard of, Dr. Otto Warburg. In 1931, he won a Nobel Peace Prize for proving that cancer and all degenerative disease cannot survive in an alkaline environment. And it thrives in an acidic, oxygen-deprived environment. This was all the way back in 1931. This guy discovered the cause, the cure for cancer. Alkalize your body. So way back then he discovered that. No electron microscopes, just hard work, just found that out way back then. And so what we all want to do is keep our body alkaline to where this degenerative disease, anywhere from gout to arthritis to acid reflux, cancer, cannot survive it. It's the wrong environment. It just doesn't work. So that's what we all want to be trying to accomplish here. So this guy, Dr. Hiromi Shinya, he is one of the top 10 surgeons in the world. If you call a surgeon a doctor, they'll get offended. Surgeons are a whole other level. So this guy is, if you've heard of the colonoscopy, he's the one that invented that. Way back 30-something years ago, he invented that. And he's had around 300,000 procedures that he's done personally or his team has done personally. And so just to tell you a little bit about how the healthcare system is different in Japan is here, doctors get paid, they make all their money from their sick patients, right? They come in, they prescribe a medication for them, and that's when they get paid. In Japan, and I think it's a great concept, is they get paid every month by every patient they have that they're healthy. They just send them a check every month like we're healthy. And as soon as they're sick, as soon as they get in the hospital, they do not pay the doctor again until they're well. And who thinks that's a great idea? So then doctors have this crazy thing where they're compelled to get their patients healthy. Even if it's so they can get paid again, who cares if that's what's making you healthy? So this guy, Dr. Hiromi Shinya, has done something like 300,000 cancer surgeries, removal of cancer and prevention of cancer. And he will not allow anyone to come into his clinic unless they promise, make a commitment to drink nothing but this Kangen water. And so if anyone knows anyone with cancer in their family or that they know, they'll find this very amazing is that out of the 300,000 people, cancer patients he's treated, he has